I'm sorry about that. Um, I don't know. Literally, my computer froze. It just froze. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me do anything. It was really, really weird. Very creepy. Um, I had to basically refresh everything and start back over. I don't know why. This is just a perfect example of weird stuff that happens with anything electronic. Completely bizarre. And I apologize, I don't mean to be eating and talking. My friend made shepherd's pie, and I didn't cook tonight. I had leftover pizza from yesterday. So I had Ronnie run over and get some shepherd's pie for me. But if I get a few more people back on, I was going to actually use the spirit talker for a little bit and see if I pick anything up here. I figured it's Halloween and it would be as good a night as any to do it. So let me see if anybody else jumps back on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I was having audio issues first time. Can you hear me? Well, I was hoping for everybody to come back. Well, I don't know. This isn't looking too promising. Are you able to hear me? I'm sorry about eating. My friend made shepherd's pie. Well, hello there. I was just saying, I'm sorry about eating. I said, my friend made shepherd's pie. Well, hi, Megan. Huh. You missed it. The computer completely froze. First time I was on, Megan. It was just so bizarre. I almost thought about putting it out in the kitchen. Oh, gosh. Hazelton, PA. Well, I'm glad you could see me and hear me because it was just getting a little bit weird here. Everything froze. For my cell phone, Megan, the kitchen is the worst. I sound robotic, but not for my laptop. I've streamed movies out there already, and the kitchen was fine. For whatever reason, it froze in here. Now, I've been watching Hulu the past couple of nights when I go to bed, and nothing lags, freezes, anything in this room. But the second I go live, after 23 minutes, 5 seconds, it froze. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even end the stream. It wouldn't do anything. Anything I was hitting on just kept going, barrel, barrel, barrel. Like, what? Yeah, it froze on me after 23 minutes. It was just bizarre. And it wouldn't let me do anything. I couldn't refresh. I couldn't end the stream. I was literally frozen for about 5 minutes. Then the camera turned off finally, and I had to reload it basically and then come back on. It was stupid, very stupid. I have never had so many issues with electronics up until about, I want to say, the past maybe 4 months. It's been bad. Megan, if you're still on, I was telling him earlier, my phone called you 12 times and I didn't know I was calling you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's just crazy. Well, hi, how are you? Do you have any trick-or-treaters, Sandra? Oh, my blog channel is Poverty Princess Blog. If you click on my picture, it will take you to there's another picture of me with a lilac sweater on. If you click on that, that is my blog channel. Or you can just literally type in Poverty Princess Vlog and it'll bring that photo up. I have a lilac sweater on. Well, I'm way out in the boonies, so don't got to worry about no trick-or-treaters. I wish they did. I kind of miss giving kids candy and seeing costumes and everything. I know when I was living up on Harrison Street, we used to get a good crowd of kids on Halloween. A lot of the parents would drive their kids around, but that was fine. My last Halloween there, we really saw a lot of cool costumes. And then after kids stopped coming, we went over to the old Weatherly Cemetery, and we were over there for a bit. That started getting a little bit creepy, and we called it a night. And yeah, that was my last Halloween there. Memories. What temperature is it in Hazleton right now? I'm just curious. What I would actually love to get, um, maybe next year for Halloween, I'm going to get one. I want to get one of them big, like a 6'2", uh, an animatronic like a Grim Reaper or something. I've always wanted one of them big ones that like with the glowing eyes at night and everything. Um, I don't know why, just for the hell of it. I want to get one some year. I made a video about all the sad crime, the dark history of Hazleton. That's probably the video you were talking about. The girl who was kidnapped and killed. Yes, that was the Shivarella murder case. I was born 64. I believe that murder was in 69. And it was because of that murder that a lot of mothers didn't let their kids even go across the street to a store. Yes, I know about that. They did. Um, they also found out who the who the Beth Doe was that was found around Christmas time years ago. She had been dismembered and her baby was buried in suitcases with her. She was in 3 different suitcases. They also found out she was from New Jersey, and I believe her boyfriend or the kid's father is who murdered her. But yes, my middle son Bobby actually had put posts up, oh God, last year, saying that he was happy that both those cases were solved. The Shivarella girl, that one always disturbed me. And I think the creepy thing is that they had that guy. They did question him, but back then they did not have the DNA and everything that, you can use now to solve a 50-year-old murder case. And so they pretty much let him go, but they had questioned him. Yeah, yeah, I remember my son telling me that the guy died. He died several years ago. 36. Ew. Well, it's supposed to get down to like about 49 tonight. So the weather's starting to change a little bit. I just had shorts on the other day though. So yeah, I would be wearing shorts in Hazleton. But I am glad that, yeah, her family got some type of closure. Um, that was a tragedy that haunted me, that I wasn't even allowed to like literally go hardly anywhere by myself till I was like 12 years old. Like maybe my mother carried it to the extreme, but um, that, yeah, that really made a lot of parents think twice about letting their kids go to a friend's house, go out and play. Um, but that Beth Doe too. I came back on, Joni. Yes, I did. It froze. It froze. It froze at 23 minutes and 5 seconds. I was hitting like end stream. I'm hitting refresh. Nothing was happening. It was just going like, bow, bow, drive me crazy. Finally, when I hit end stream, my camera went off and I had to refresh everything and go back on. I don't miss 36 degrees though. No, I'm quite okay with not being around 36. 46 is better than 36. Well, it stopped at me, and if you go back to the replay, you'll see it literally froze it ended at 23 minutes 5 seconds. That's where it stopped and froze at, and I don't know why. This is just a perfect example of weird stuff going on with my computer, my tablet, my phone. They're just weird things that I never really had happen before. And it isn't always in this room either. It could be in a different part of the trailer, and it'll happen. So I just don't understand it, and that's part of the reason why I believe this trailer is haunted. So I'm going to quit yakking, and I'm going to do what I wanted to do. I am going to bring up Spirit Talker. And it's a loading. Walker. I didn't even ask anything, and it said walk. She killed me. Well, that's very creepy. Obviously, someone is talking to me. Susan, is this you? Hello? Well, somebody wanted to talk to me. Now they got shy.
Can you see us?
Can you see us? No, I can't see you. But I'm guessing you can see me? If anybody wonders about that mess back there, I'm trying to figure out in my head how to rearrange this room. So I kind of just have stuff thrown in a pile for the moment till I actually am sure how I want to rearrange it. But the way I want to do it, I think will give me some more space. So that's why I have clothes and things just thrown over there. I'm also weeding through clothes too. For tax time, I think I'm gonna take some things to Goodwill and use it as a tax write-off. What app am I using on my phone? This is called Spirit Talker. Now I have an Android phone, and there is at least a little bit of difference with the Spirit Talker app for Android versus the Spirit Talker with an iPhone. I have noticed that with some YouTubers who use it.
I'm only 8.
I'm only 8. Well, I'm 58. Nice to meet you. Maybe not. I don't know. Is this Susan? No, I don't believe this is Susan. Are you still here? Whoever I'm speaking to? And this is crazy that it's so quiet. Like literally it's scanning and like that is weird. Because the second I turned it on, it said
Night.
Walker and it said she killed me tonight. Yes, this is acting weird tonight. Usually it's spitting out different things. Right now it's not. Tonight is Halloween. So whoever is there, if you want to talk, you can use this app to talk. And you'll notice with the Spirit Talker app, it has it in print, what the voice says. But this is odd that it's just so quiet. It's Halloween. I don't believe that there's nobody around. Skinwalkers around? Okay, that's never come up on it before. But that is what it said right there. Skinwalkers around. I don't know about all that. I would think maybe out west and yeah, places like that. But no. Francis. I don't know of anybody named Francis that lived here. Maybe around here. I don't know. I'll have to ask. The skinwalkers around? That's kind of weird. Is Francis the skinwalker? Okay, I seen that leg. Here we go again. I seen that leg for a moment. This is actually the first time I've used it that it's this quiet. Any other night, it is just like blip, 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 blip. Like I wouldn't even be asking the things and things would be flying out. So this is very unusual. Very unusual. Yeah, I don't know of anybody around here by the name Francis. Hello, hello, hello.
Nose ring.
Nose ring. I don't have my nose stud in. I took it out to clean it. You're very observant. And that is very creepy. I wear no stud. I don't wear nose rings. I don't think they look right on me.
Williams.
Williams. Williams.
The rumors are false.
The rumors are false. What rumors? There are plenty of them, I hear. Which ones are false? Spill the tea. Come on, give me the tea. I'm open here. My ears are open. Give me a tea. What rumors are false? I'm sure there's some rumor and gossip even in the afterlife, right? All right, now I'm going to try to get specific and see if whatever's coming through knows anything about this trailer.
Whispers beckon.
Whispers beckon. Why does that sound like poetry? Whispers beckon. Well, if I hear whispering, I think I'm in trouble. My neighbor used to live in my current apartment. When I lived upstairs, he committed suicide in my current bedroom. Oh my God. Do you have any weird experiences? Feel cold spots? Ever see anything? I would be, wow. I would be very, very, see, it's one thing to die of natural causes, but someone takes their own life is different. I don't think I could live knowing that. I think that would seriously mess with my mind. I do. Because that's heartbreaking. I know people that ended their life. Ronnie lost a good friend.
Belittling.
I know a few people, like I said, in my life who ended their lives, and it's always just so tragic that someone feels that's their only escape. Maybe about a month and a half ago, in a little town by me, called Conway, someone jumped off a bridge, and yet it was very hush-hushed about it. The person rode his bike out to this bridge and ended his life, jumped off. I tried to look through Myrtle Beach news and different websites, and I couldn't find a damn thing about it. Now it's talking. Okay, so we got belittling above Agnes. The rumors are false. Whispers beckon. Belittling above Agnes. Hmm. I could understand the weird dreams and the weird noise part. Did you ever think perhaps of trying to make contact with him to see if maybe you could help him move on? Or maybe just ask if there's something you could do that would bring him peace. I mean, it's just such a sad thing when somebody does. It does. It truly does. And then what their families go through too. It just, I don't know. Again, and I've said this several times, that the United States does not take mental health issues seriously. And I wish they did. And I wish there was more help for people who need it, because it's just sad to hear these kind of stories and see these kind of stories. It's very disturbing. All right, so it said not friendly. Agnes, are you not friendly? Or is something else not friendly? Now, the one night I used the app in here, and I had thought maybe I was communicating with Susan. It was saying things like, I am a friend, I am next to you, you know me. It said, be careful. And I was telling my friend, like, you should come up here and see the things that, is coming up in this app. And she did. And I was showing her, like, this was crazy. And this was the night that her microwave was running by itself over at the house. And it was just doing its own
Graveyard
thing.
Hide Secrets.
Well, I know Graveyard Site Secrets, but there's no graveyard around here. At least, not one that I'm aware of. Fell. Did you fall? Or did someone you know fell? Oh, wow. When I was a little girl, my mother and I lived with my grandparents, so we lived on 128 North Wyoming Street. We lived on the second floor, and directly below us was a little craft store, hobby store called Hobby Haven. It was on the block where Gebhardt's Billiards was, Lakata's Bar. I think there was an AFL-CIO branch or something, had a storeroom too after the hobby store went out.
Great.
That apartment, we wound up having to leave that building because of a fire up on the third floor, directly over our kitchen. What was weird about it, though, was one night I had to go to the bathroom, and I had my grandmother walk with me to the bathroom. Now, I still remember the layout of this apartment.
Gregory.
Gregory. Okay, Megan, if you're watching, Gregory. Okay. Personal joke. Anywho, back to this apartment. It was a big apartment. And when you came into the door, you were in the hallway. To the left was a big front room that my grandmother had, like a front room, dining room. And then down the hall was my grandmother's bedroom. There was my mom's bedroom. And then there was a big kitchen. And I remember like a refrigerator being here. My grandmother's sink was here and the stove was here. Now there was like a wall there, and they had like the bar stool type of chairs. And then the room behind us had like all these cupboards, and everything was like a pantry, had a lot of windows, was a very sunny kitchen area. My grandma had another table there. But then next to that was our bathroom. Like our bathroom was at the very end. And I was afraid of the dark when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I was. And I remember my grandmother walking me to the bathroom one night. And I looked over. There was a window. I did tell them about the microwave. Megan, I don't know if you were just on or not, but Gregory came up in the spirit talker. um, but I looked over and I seen what looked like a woman sitting with the window by the back door. There was steps. There was a fire escape to go down into a yard. And there was a window seat, the wooden bench that had the big cushions on and everything. And I remember looking over and I said to my grandmother, who was that sitting by the window? And my grandmother said, oh, that's Pappy's mom. That was my grandfather's name. I used to call him Pap, or Pappy. And I was like, well, why is she here? And my gram, real calm, cool, and did, oh, she's just visiting. I'm a kid. I seen that leg. I'm a kid. I'm not thinking anything of it. So, I go to bathroom and I go back. And I want to say maybe 15 years later, I'm going through this big old-fashioned cookie tin my grandmother had a whole bunch of old photos in. The beige colored photos and like the brown photos and ones with like the black borders and everything. And I looked at this one picture and I said to my mom, that's the woman I seen when I was a little girl and we lived on Wyoming Street. And my mother looked at time and she said, that was my grandmother. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, that was Pap's mom. And I was like, why was she sitting by the window? And my mother's like, she wasn't sitting by the window. That was her ghost, she said. She was warning us of the fire. And sure enough, where she was sitting, the fire literally started above it and smoke started coming through that light fixture and then made its way over more towards where my grandmother's table was, and smoke started coming down through that light. And I'm the one that realized there was smoke in the kitchen. I was sick. I'd been home from school. My mother and grandmother were in the front room watching Elvis Presley, Aloha from Hawaii. And I had a really bad sore throat. I didn't go to school that day. I went to the doctor's. And I got up to go to the bathroom because the lights were on in the kitchen and that. So I only needed somebody to walk with me if it was dark. I went to the bathroom, and then when I came out of the bathroom, I went over to the cookie jar to get a cookie or two, and I smelled something, and I'm looking around the kitchen, and I happen to look up, and there's smoke coming like from that one light, and there's smoke coming from the other light. And I went running down the hall telling my mom and my grandmother that there was smoke. And that's how we found out that the apartment up above was on fire.
This is secret.
But anywho, Megan, if you're still here, yeah, it brought up Gregory. Are you frightened? Joe. Bottom. This is secret. But I just wanted you to know it said Gregory.
It's not me.
It's not me. Okay, I guess you're not Susan. So who are you? What's your name? Who is this? I stopped using the Necrophonic app because I had a hard time understanding a lot of words with that darn app. They say the more you use it, that you can understand what it's saying. No, I really did have a hard time understanding words. I mean, I can always install it. I own it. I paid for the app, but I really don't use that anymore. I like this one better. Locked. Well, I was kind of hoping tonight I would get more Paul. I haven't met any Pauls around here. Terry, I did started a second channel, a vlog channel, for the simple purpose of doing other videos on that channel that maybe, say for example, would be controversial, or maybe touch on a topic that might upset someone. And so I thought a vlog channel would actually be good to have to do those types of videos on. I want to eventually do a video about rent control and the craziness going on with the rents. A bunch of different topics. It's Poverty Princess Vlog. And on that channel, I have a lilac sweater on. Oh yeah, well, the building that I was living in Hazleton, back on Harrison Street, that was over 100 years old, that building. And I want to say, used to feel an old woman, especially around the holidays. I would get glimpses, I want to say, of an old lady, especially if I was cooking food for the holidays. And that kind of tied in with what the landlord had told me, that he bought the building off of an Italian couple, and everything, it all, made sense and clicked. There was ghost cats in that apartment. There was a smoky gray cat. I actually seen that coming up the basement steps one day. There was also a gray and white cat. So I know there was ghost cats there. All right, let's see. It said Paul, and then it said done. Now it said Satan. Interesting. My friend calls her ex-husband Satan, so I mean, that could be a reference to him. See, this is just so different tonight, what's coming through on here. My friend could even say, when she was here and it was spitting things out, it was just more pertinent to what I was asking it, and more I don't know, like more surprising. This is, yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting a vibe I thought I would get for Halloween, put it that way. Planned. Well, I did plan on using this, and then something decided to mess with my computer and screw everything up, but now I'm back.
I like talking.
You like talking? Well, that's good. Oh, I am sure you would get something, Terry. If I was still living in Hazleton, I would probably be an MPB right now with the Spirit Talker. I don't know though. It's only 37 degrees. I don't know. I'd probably be bundled up with the Spirit Talker.
Yes, I'm here.
You're here? Well, who is?
I'm outside.
Yes, I'm here. I'm outside. Are you outside my window? I hope not. Are you outside the door? I hope not. Yes, I'm here. I'm outside. Hmm. $34. Oh my gosh, I don't miss that. Oh no, 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 no. I would believe it. I genuinely would believe it because it took me almost a half hour to get Chrome to work properly. It just was not loading right for me. And I very seldom use Google Chrome. So usually when I click on it, it will just bim, bam, boom, and I'll be on. It took almost a half hour. It kept freezing. It was like the screen was going black. It's like, what in the heck?
Don't tell people.
Don't tell people. Don't tell people what? Ritual. Don't tell people. Phenomena. Yeah, there's some strange phenomena going on. Now, can you give me a name and tell me who the hell's causing all the bull? Who's causing all the baloney here? Who's messing with all my electronics? They need to stop. Because now it's just getting to be ridiculous and annoying, and there's no sense to it.
I'm from the light. Holy Spirit.
I'm from the light. Holy Spirit. Okay, I never got an answer like that before. How about a name? Flurries? Oh, God. You know, Terry, I bought last month a copy of the Old Farmer's Almanac. And it says that in January 2024, South Carolina has a good chance of having a substantial amount of snow. It's in the Old Farmer's Almanac. I almost fell over when I seen that. And my grandparents used to buy that just to read it. But yeah, it says in January, mid-January to the end of January is the best time that South Carolina could potentially have snow. Now, I heard that maybe like 9-10 years ago, there was a couple inches of snow down here in Conway and Earnett. Holy. And then right before that it said Holy Spirit. Yeah, see, I don't get these weird kind of things going on with the spirit talker. I think it's something just pulling my leg. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I want to see if I could change the voice. Because this woman's voice that it uses right now is very annoying and talks real fast. Let me stop this for a moment and see if I was hoping that I might be able to change the voice or something in here, but no, it doesn't give me that option. So I just find this voice, when it says things, it talks real fast and it's just very annoying. Well, anywho, it cleared all that weird stuff out, so I'm sort of starting over. I just wanted to see if I could switch the voice to something a little slower, more conversational, instead of that real fast. So let's see. Let me ask again. Am I talking to Susan? Is Susan here? If not, who are you? Come out, wherever you are.
Torch.
Torch. My lighter is out in the kitchen. My torch. Well, the voice was different on mine too. Last time I used
I had a
it,
good life.
the voice was different. It was slower. This is more high pitched and just too fast, like it's sped up. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to Google and see if there's to change the voice or something on it. But yeah, I don't like this voice. I had a good life. Well, I'm happy for you that you did. They could have changed it. I haven't used it in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks, so it is possible. Not on a school night. There isn't any children outside playing. And never heard nothing about no ghost kids. So, Yeah, I'm going to have to Google Terry and see if I can change mine, because mine used to be slow too. I don't like this annoying, like a higher pitched, fast voice.
Buzzing.
You lived in Orlando. Oh my goodness. Well, we had a lot of rain this summer, and we had a lot of rain in the spring. And according to the Farmer's Almanac in 2024, we're supposed to have another rainy spring. But we got too much rain this summer, and it totally destroyed my garden, ruined everything. I lost everything. It ruined everything. Now, see, I hate the cold,
Black eyes.
but I would love, I think, in a way, to see snow at Christmas. I mean, there's memories that come up, and it usually has snow in the picture. Can't help it. Yeah, I'm born and raised in BA. And I finally realized, yeah, I do miss snow around the holidays. I don't miss the cold, and I don't miss ice or anything like that, but I do miss snow around the holidays when lights are on the tree, and you know car driving by, and you hear that crunch with the snow and everything, that crackle crunch, and it's just beautiful. And I'm so used to seeing that and growing up with that and having lived with that and I came to realize I do miss it a little. I don't miss seeing the dirty, ugly snow and all that, but I do admit I do miss that around the holidays. I just don't miss the cold that goes with snow. If I could have the snow without the cold, that'd be perfect. Black eyes, buzzing, hell. Well, if somebody got black eyes, I'd be inclined to think they butt their nose in something that they shouldn't have butt their nose in and wound up with black eyes that way. Buzzing? Yeah, there's a weird thing here too going on with flies. This is something that blows my mind too. There's one window in this trailer that the flies will hang around. And like, I don't even know why they're still around, to be honest. But the flies will all hang around this one window. Leave? No, I ain't leaving. I live here. I pay money to live here. So, yeah, no, I'm not leaving. You can leave. You're a freeloader. You don't pay no rent. You leave. Pat. Now that's interesting because my mom's cousin, Ellen, that passed away around Thanksgiving, her sister, Pat, is still alive back in Pennsylvania. And Pat's up there in age too, so That's interesting. And Ellen always worried about Pat, too.
Trip.
Trip. Do you mean as in trip and ball? Or do you mean as in jump in a car and
Where?
travel? Where? Well, I don't know. You said trip, so I want to know where.
Understand.
All right, let me have a little fun with this. Pat is going on the trip but doesn't know where and she doesn't understand.
I like the woods.
I like the woods too. Oreo and Feisty are pretty good. Oreo has been acting weird now for like a week. And I don't know if this is like a psychological thing with him or if it's just a behavioral thing. It was a big adjustment for Oreo and Feisty to be around a dog. I know this. But it has not been
Jasmine.
bad at all. I want to say about a week ago, Oreo started eating less and less of his wet food, dry food, and he'll eat everything but. Like he is staying away from the cat food, but he'll try to eat dog food, puppy food. He'll eat chicken. He'll eat any kind of fish. He will not eat the canned food or the dried food right now. Now, I'm not getting the prescription stuff because obviously I can't afford it. I'm on a fixed income, but I went like a step below. And even if I order Hill Science Diet, urinary health, or if I get the Purina urinary tract health, it still runs me over $60 a month on Chewy just for the canned food alone. So I don't know what the heck is going on, but for almost a week now, Oreo has just been swearing off of that cat food. And it's really, really puzzling me. He's not sick. He's not throwing up. If I put chicken in front of him, he'll devour it. If I put fish in front of him, he'll devour it. Give him a treat, he'll devour it. But he is not eating the food, the dry food or anything. No, he's not eating that. And I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do with this cat. And I'm trying to make sense of why now he would be doing this. And I don't know. I'm puzzled with it. Jasmine and then Leg. Well, I never met anybody with the name Jasmine down here. Leg. So yeah, I mean that's how my cats are for the moment. Feisty is good. Oreo is the one that I'm having some issues with. Not my girl. My girl has actually been pretty good. And now it's quiet. Julie. Okay, that's interesting. Well, Feisty is eating the food, though. Feisty eats it, no problem. Well, see, here's the problem with him not eating this food. I was told he was going to have to eat that for the rest of his life. He had the start of crystals, and he almost died on me because he had them and he had a UTI. And Joe actually, thankfully, paid that vet bill for me that time because I didn't have $300 to take him to the vet, and he would have wound up dying on me. But Joe helped me out with that. So, I mean, Oreo is eating and drinking, just not what he should be. Ronnie is good. Ronnie is looking for a better paying job, shall we say. But Ronnie is doing good. He was going to pop in, probably tired. But I told him, if he wanted to, he could, but he hasn't. So I'm assuming he's probably just tired. But I mean, he's doing good, Sanjeev. Thank you for asking. 4 lights and then supply. Presents. Well, what's your name? Who's in my presents? Sentient. That's a word I have never heard it say before. Sentient. Hello. Happy Halloween. Oh my goodness. How are you? Yeah, see, I'm just getting, I don't know. It's not giving me what I expected it to. Let's just say that. So, unfortunately for Halloween, this is kind of a bit of a disappointment because nothing really gave me any indication. No, you go into eternity. Yeah. Yeah, it's not giving me what I thought it might give me on Halloween night of all nights. So I may actually wind this down in a few minutes. I originally, about 2.5 weeks ago, had talked to Joe. Joe lives in Florence, and Joe lives in a 150-year-old former plantation house. I have been in his house. And I felt, to me, what seemed like female energy, like a woman overseeing her house. And that was kind of a vibe and everything that I got when the first time I was at his house. Now, Joe said his house is
It's dangerous.
haunted, and he had somebody from some paranormal group here somewhere in South Carolina actually come to his house, stayed there for like a weekend, set up a
You can hear
camera,
my voice.
record a lot of things, and play stuff back. So I had thought it would be cool to go to Joe's house and do like a little bit of a, ghost hunt there and everything using the spirit talker. But I just didn't have anyone wanting to go over there and then drive me back. And not to mention like having the extra gas money right now. No. Because anymore doing videos for YouTube, honestly, for me right now, feels like the beginning before I got monetized. I'm lucky if I earn $30 a month anymore. So it's taking me literally 5 months to earn $100. And because of what I'm not earning, it does stop me from doing certain videos that I would like to do. If I was earning what I used to earn on YouTube, I had wanted to do like food delivery services comparison, like Home Fresh and versus something else. And there's like a whole different bunch of them now. I had really wanted to check all them out and do like side by side comparisons and
What are you
things. I can't do that because I just can't afford to, order them. Which kind of stinks. I had wanted to, go to like Goodwill hauls and things, but again, it's money. If I was back to at least getting paid every other month from YouTube, I would, be doing different videos. But the fact that I'm just not making anything anymore
Virginia.
really hinders me on the type of videos that I can do and I can afford to do. So yeah, that is a bit of an ongoing issue for me right now. I will be doing another food pantry haul. I have 2 videos up. One was just a regular food giveaway. It wasn't a food pantry haul. And then I had a separate food pantry haul after that. I think like a day or 2 later, I uploaded that video. Let's see what came through. Freeze. She's dangerous. Did you hear my voice? What are you doing? Virginia. What am I doing? Well, I am talking to people during a YouTube live. Did you hear my voice? Yes, and I don't like this voice. I need a different voice. It's too fast and too tinny. But yes, Andrew, I did do within the past 2 weeks 2 actual food giveaways. One was a separate one, and then the other was a regular food pantry haul. Possibly this week. I may be going possibly Friday. I may be going because tomorrow I have my rheumatologist, so I won't be going then. So I want to say, yeah, I would probably maybe Friday. Brother. I had a half brother, Tommy. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I was religious. Actually disappointed that I wasn't getting all kind of weird stuff on this. I figured for Halloween I I would, like that. It would be really kicking out odd things. I mean, for a few minutes there was weird. Holy Spirit, I'm from the light, yada, yada, yada. I was religious. Okay. And the names that it did give me, I don't know anybody down here with those names. Except for Julie. I did meet a Julie. And obviously I dated Joe. And, well, Gregory. We know a Gregory. But the rest of the names, no. I mean, Virginia could be a name too, not necessarily a state. Jasmine, no. Paul, I mean, Pat was interesting. Like I said, my mom's cousin that passed away, that was her sister's name, and her sister is still alive, or was still alive. I mean, I don't know. Then again, I haven't used this in a while. So, I mean, maybe I'll start using it more often. See if I pick up anything interesting in other parts of the trailer. Or I might do what I did in Harrison Street the one time. I took my camera, I left it like record in the doorway for a few minutes, and then I was like snap pictures. I might do that here and do a video like that here and see if I pick like anything up, if it catches anything. I think that would just be, pretty interesting too. The last thing the Spirit Talker said was float. Yeah, that, I don't know, that ain't making much sense, but, yeah, Sandra, go through my videos. I did do 2 newer, food giveaways. Not even, I want to say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. I just turned the Spirit Talker off, guys. If you are interested in it, this is what it looks like. Now, if you have an Android phone, this is what it looks like for Android. iPhone, it's a little bit different. And I believe there is like another feature, something that goes on here on the sides. If you have an iPhone, but it doesn't do it on a Android. So yeah, that's the Spirit Talker app. Now the voice is different. The voice wasn't always that higher pitched, faster voice. So I'm going to have to see if I can change it, because it used to be a slower, more understandable tone of voice. So I just want to say, thank you guys for coming back after my weird freezing episode. That was really, really creepy, that it just did that. As I said, I'm just not used to so many things electronic going wonky so much of the time. It's just like, no, I didn't deal with this anywhere else I lived. And there really should be no reason I'm dealing with it here now, I don't know. I hope to get some definitive proof sometime with this darn app, of who I am talking to and what's going on. And maybe somehow, some way figure out how to get the sabotage of all my electronic gadgets. Just have it stopped, because it's just getting old and it's getting sickening. And I really do not want to keep dealing with this. That, something freezes or files disappear, something doesn't have volume, or something doesn't sound right, or something doesn't look right. I mean, it's just like getting old. It's like, say whatever you guys say to me, give me the message, and then go your merry way, quit fooling with my crap, and leave me the hell alone. Now, that's the point I'm at now. with whatever it is. It's like, listen, whatever you got to say it. Use lipstick on a mirror, take a piece of paper and write a damn note. I don't know. Email me, call me, whatever, but get the point across and then get the hell out of here. Because it's like I'm just fed up by now of all this electronic stuff just going wonky. And then when I'm not here, it'll work just fine. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to try this again another night. Maybe I'll do something just like a random jump on live just for the hell of it, you know. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you, everybody, for coming back on. And, you know, it was good to be able to do a live, challenging though. But it was good to be able to do live. I haven't done one in quite a while. So, happy Halloween, everybody, and stay warm. And I'll see y'all real soon on my next video. I just did tonight. I did. I truly, truly did. I said, you know, like, just please stop. If you got a message, something to tell me, do it. Write on my mirror, write on a piece of paper, email me, call me. I don't care, but tell me what you need to tell me and then stop messing with my shit. I'm like sick of it. Very, very sick of it. So you read my mind. I did say, yeah, please just stop. Like, this is just getting old. I'm fed up with it, honestly. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Terry. It was great to see you. Everybody else, thank you for being here. Terry, Mayan said Satan. Mayan said tears, something about tears for death. Some about I was 8. Satan, it said Satan, and then it said, I am from the light. It said Holy Spirit. Yeah, mine was kind of talking weird too. And it gave a few names, but I am not familiar with them. And I don't know if, you know, they mean anything to anybody, you know, else around here. I would have to ask. I really would. I did think the name Gregory, though, caught my eye, was kind of interesting. Like, what are the odds? And there's a reason for that. And then Joe. I have been talking to Joe more lately. So that was like kind of interesting to see Joe's name. Yeah. I don't know, Terry. Maybe because it's Halloween, weird things and things started crossing, and that's why we're getting all kind of goofy messages. I don't know. But thank you, everyone, for stopping by who did. Take care, and I will see y'all real soon. Terry, once again, I am glad you are feeling better, and sending you some good vibes that you stay healthy and stay warm. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you all, try to see you all real soon. Good night.